Cheers everyone, and welcome to a new SpellForce lore video. Last time we talked about how the god Aeonia created and formed the world of Io, so I figured it would be best to talk about what exactly he created on it. To give you a short overview of things, let's quickly mention the general land masses and seas Io consists of. There are, as visible here on the map, Fiara, Urgath, Xu, which are the three continents populated by the six major races: humans, elves, dwarves, orcs, trolls, and the dark elves. Godaland, which is populated by dragons, and Inenland, a continent very little is known about. There are also three great seas: the White Sea, the Timeless Sea, and the Sea of Dreams. Apart from those, there are smaller islands scattered around the world, but most of them are of no major significance, with the Lost Islands being an exception to that, but that's a topic for another video. In today's video, however, I would like to cover one of the biggest and historically most important continents, Fiara. A little disclaimer before I start: the names of certain regions that I will be mentioning are the names used at the latest stand of the canon lore, the year 24 after the convocation, or AC. Most places have kept their names the same ever since, however, I will mention special cases where region names have changed throughout Io's modern history. Also, it's important to remember that the convocation, a great cataclysmic event, pretty much shattered all of Io, so the state of it in the year 24 AC does not look like this map. It's all a bunch of islands, connected by portals, but I will show the places on this map regardless, for simplicity's sake. To begin with, let's take a look at where Fiara is located on the world map. This will be right here, west of Urgath, northwest of Xu, and to the east of Inenland, surrounded by all three great seas. Alright, let's zoom in a bit closer and separate it into smaller regions. Going from the north is the region of Northander, established in 720 BC together with the Highmark and Imperia, a region on Xu, when the Hibernian Empire fell apart. As it is such a big region, it's natural for it to have a diverse population, thus we find all sorts of races and monsters on it. Humans are the region's most dominant race, being divided into four, originally five, royal houses, those being Wulfgar, Halit, Utran, Leonida, and Iskander. Iskander is the fifth one that got snuffed out. There are no real human capitals in the region. Instead, each of the houses have their own capitals and land they own, with Wulfgar seated in Greyfill, Halit in the northern Windwall Mountains, Utran in Shield, and Leonida in the small village of Lianon. There used to be another city worth mentioning here, Ankbrand, the City of Kings, and what used to be the capital of Northander as well as the Hibernian Empire. For those wondering, it was located around here, but only ruins remain today. Another prevalent race in Northander are the elves, who migrated there from Finon Mere. Their main city is now Eloni, but they also had a settlement in Leafshade, which got destroyed in the year 8 AC. South of Northander is the region of Windwall. The region is basically a range of tall mountains separating the north and south of Fiara, much like the Grimwalk Mountains in the east. It's mostly populated by dwarves, with their capital, Windholm, located here. Between the two mountain ranges is a piece of land called the Gate of Kings, which falls into the region known as the Darklands. This region only got that name after many devastating battles of the Convocation Wars took place here, which devastated it from 50 to 0 BC. No one really lives there apart from demons, the undead and other monsters, but humans of the Order of Dawn have tried erecting keeps there in order to secure the region. There is one group of humans who still permanently lives on the borders of the region, and those are the Red Legion in Farlon's Hope around here. Some other important cities, although all in ruins today, are Mulandir, the former seat of the Circle, Whisper, the Godwall, and Aeonia's Blade. The last two are not really cities, there are important locations which we'll cover at some point. Close to Mulandir there is also the Rift, a place where most of the demons on Io come from. Right next to it are the Grimwalk Mountains, which are, like their counterpart the Windwall, also populated by dwarves living in Fastholm, but also ice elves from Tirganach. North of them are two smaller regions, Godmark and Grak. Not much is known about those two in general, only that the Orcish tribe of Sharok originated from there. There is also the Glacier, where Arin, an ancient powerful ice dragon, resides. Going further south, we have the Highmark, the second major human region on Fiara. The human capital of it is the city Seven Keeps, which enjoys a tight bond with the dwarves of Underhall and elves of Dunmora. The counterpart in the region, the Clan, a group of orcs, trolls and barbarians led by the Iron Lord, also lives there at the Gate of Swords close to the Needle. Another very important location here is the city of Shai Kur in the Ironfields, the origin point and former home of the Shai Khan. and the Westgard, their new home after Shaikur had been conquered around 19 AC. Right of the high mark is the region of La, established after the War of the Six Races ended and the losing Dark Elves settled there around the year 600 BC. Their capital is the city of Shal, which is protected by Drachlua, a massive fortress no army of light ever managed to conquer. Further south, we reach the great old forests of Finon Mir. Pretty much only elves live there and they do not permit outsiders. The capital is the White Tree. There's also the aforementioned city of Dunmora, which lies here and is used mostly as a penal colony for elves who have failed to uphold to their standards and morals. Those would briefly be all the regions. When it comes to the climate on Fiara, it's mostly very pleasant and sustainable for life, with almost all regions having a lot of trees and grass to work with. The only exceptions would obviously be the mountains, the Darklands and the city of Urangur, both of which are now wastelands, and the area around the glacier in the northeast, because everything there is frozen. Don't worry if I didn't dive too much into the details and history of the regions in this video. I'll make sure to cover everything that can be covered in separate ones because I feel like they deserve proper attention. That would pretty much be the geography of Fiara. If any of you have questions or suggestions, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, liking and sharing it helps me immensely, and if you want, you could consider subscribing to the channel to not miss any uploads. If you feel like you'd want to discuss this video, I'll leave a link to the official Discord in the description below. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.